much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Prescott. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line.
And all the way in from Miami, touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point not being good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
There's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame it. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off. A little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 22, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete to Whitaker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a big play that time by the Jets. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. It's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
First down, New York.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position,
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Yeah, they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down at the 28.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
He'll buy some time right.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson.
That's complete. Okuegbunam.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Tanner Muse there defensively. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's brought down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Raekwon Davis
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second and goal, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here the 32, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.
has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On first down, Wilson. This is caught, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Allen off the play fake. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here we go.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a give, right side. Melvin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down. Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return is Ferguson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a give to Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 14.
And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Ferguson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing now is Wilson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Wilson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides.